Testing, 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 testing. Okay. What's up, my dudes? Spencer boy, got to get some of these streams going in 2022, bro. Spencer boy, got to get it going out here, dude. We just chilling on a little bit of MX Sim, a little bit of Honda testing today. What's up, boys in chat? We got big trucks outside, baby. Big trucks outside, baby. The tea sipping daddy. Might throw up a little multiplayer server here in a little bit. We'll just have to wait and see. Holy shit, let me look at chat. There you go. Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Spencer Turkey. Giggity. Man, it's kind of crazy playing MX Sim nowadays. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. With so many people playing MX bikes now. Yeah, I just made a video with TKO Smokey. I'll be uploading that tomorrow on that new MX Bikes track. Yes, sir. I did actually make a video. Not reviewing it, really, but if you want to know my review on it, yeah, it was better than A1. Still don't know if it was quite as good as the Oakland on MX Bikes, but they're kind of... Like, ever since that Oakland track on MX Bikes, I feel like they've gotten in a little bit of a, where the tracks kind of are pretty much the same level, not necessarily so much better, you know? Of course, going from that jump from the Anaheim 1 track to the Oakland MX Bikes track, that was a pretty big jump, you know what I'm saying? That was a pretty big jump, dogs. So it's going to be hard to for Ariel to make like another track and then it be just as much of an improvement. You see what I'm saying? As going from that first round to Oakland. That was about as much of an improvement I think you'll ever see between two different tracks. What's up, boys? Spency boy just kind of trying to rip and snort out here, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Says Spency Boy's still got it on the old sim. The old MX of simulators, dude. $54.9. Wow. Okay. Definitely get that a little quicker. What's up, my dude? Appreciate y'all boys tuning into another stream. We're just chillaxing on this one, guys. Just thought, I was sitting around thinking, man, I've not streamed in a while. I need to fucking get back on this. I have this really big problem where it's like I'm either streaming too much and not uploading enough videos, or I'm uploading too many videos and not streaming enough. Do you see what I'm saying? I've noticed I have that problem where it's hard for me to find like a good balance between the two. But I definitely need to be streaming more faux show. And we're going to get to those members-only videos as well really soon. So if you're not already a member, just hit that join button. If you can't see the join button because you're on mobile, you'll have to go to the desktop version of it. And you can see that join button. I'm going to try to do some really exclusive stuff for the members-only videos, like showing you guys some of the custom tracks that I'm working on before they come out. Maybe some cool setup stuff that I don't really put in videos. You know, I want to make it worth it for the people that support me to that level. So if you want to be a part of that, that also comes with a shitload of other perks and stuff to it as well. But you just got to hit the join button and you can take a look at that. Helps out the channel tremendously, by the way. Become a dudeski today. What's up, boys? But yeah, when it comes to streaming and doing videos, it's kind of like you got to... Streaming is obviously really good for money, and it's just fun as fuck to stream. It is way more fun streaming than it is doing a video. But if you totally forget about doing videos, it does something weird with the YouTube algorithm. I don't know. It kind of, like, it's weird what it does when you just constantly stream and you never upload a video, for like the way it starts to affect your reach on YouTube and shit. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but it's good to have a nice balance between the two, right? But yeah, we're just out here testing this 2018 CRF-4 Fatty. This is, I know a lot of pros run this bike, or the Husky. The Husky like 18 or 17. That, at least last time I was really pro racing and shit, that's what they was running on here. So I have actually pro raced with this bike before, once or twice. It's interesting. You guys know I ride a lot on the 2016 KTM, which was kind of the best bike before they came out with these newer like 18s in the game. But it's an interesting time frame for MXM now, because it's not like it used to be where every single pro racer is on the exact same dyno. It's really not the case anymore. Whereas beforehand, especially back in the RMZ 450 days, bruh, everybody was on that shit. You know what I mean? Then when it went to that 2016 KTM, everybody was on that shit. Now, it's like you kind of have this mixture between the CRF 450 and then the Husky 450 of multiple different years, and you still have some people running the KTM 450 as well. I would say not as many running the KTM 450, but you definitely still got some running it. What's up, boys? Just tuning in. YSN, the big dog. What's up, bro? The dudeski helping the old Spency boy out. I appreciate you. All right, we need to get a 53 going here. So back during this pro race, like, I think 53 was one of the faster times in the main event. Can't remember what I got in this pro race. Like, I think I got like a fucking 6th or something in the 450 class. Yeah, something like that on this track. We're just chilling on some of the 17s here. We may throw up a multiplayer server here in a minute. May hop on there on this bike. Just trying to relearn it here a little bit. Just cruising a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Fancy boy kind of just cruising out here, dude. I tell you what, dude, the reason why I'm making this stream on testing this bike out, this is a smooth bike in this game. Kind of like the Honda is on MX bikes of that newest OEM pack. I swear to God, they're very similar in like how smooth they are compared to the other dynos. It's weird when a dyno will just feel smoother than any other bike, you know? Kind of bizarre when that happens, but... What's up, boys? Taking a look in chat here. The T-Daddy back at it again, dude. No, YSN, I do plan on doing some cool, like, random-ass streams on some other racing games that aren't necessarily moto. Like some dirt car, like rally racing games, and some, dude, there's a lot of different games out there I'm trying to kind of venture into a little bit, but obviously trying to get the moto shit kind of built back up again, because it's been so long since I've been consistent on my channel, you know, trying to get all that built back up before I start expanding again, right? There's levels and layers to the shit if you want to try to ride the YouTube algorithm wave as good as possible, but not too bad, though. It's interesting when you have a channel, though, where you go through, like, stages of uploading a lot, then you don't upload anything for, like, months on end, and then you got to kind of try to, like, rebuild it back up. Interesting little thing I'm going through here on YouTube right now. Interesting, dude. Obviously, any super chats I get in the stream, I'll read your message off in the stream, so if you got something specific you want to ask, I'll be sure and take a look at that, bruh. Yeah, I'm kind of just cruising right now. We definitely need to get on the gas. I know I ran a 52 on this track right here on the KTM. That was probably my fastest I've ever ran. That was basically like full focus mode. Hit everything as fast as I possibly can. I think I was like right at a 52 on that 2016 KTM. So... But just like with running any fast lap, it's, you know, it's all the little things you do on the track that really separate you out from, you know, that like generic ass like amateur lap time. Do you think more people play sim or bikes? Definitely bikes. And it ain't even close. Like, obviously, I've not really looked at the numbers, but let me go to a different track here. I've got to do some testing on this Daytona, dude. 2017. Let me do a little testing. I like testing on a Daytona because you get a little bit of everything. You know, you get some Supercross jumps, a little bit of roughness. Not necessarily on the newer Daytonas, you know, that are built around the road, but back in these days, you did get a little bit of everything. But yeah, the reason why there's so many more people playing MX bikes, there's a couple of reasons, but one of the big ones is it's on Steam, so it just makes everything easier, like updating the game. You don't have to go find the newest snapshot that may or may not work or break your controller or whatever. That's part of it. And then just the fact that I feel like MX bikes, just the gameplay of it, I feel like kind of caters to more of that mass audience than MX Simulator does. MX Simulator is so fucking, like, it's really hard to have fun in this game unless you've put, like, 2,000 plus hours into it. You know? It's very hard to really have any kind of fun, whereas I feel like MX Bikes is a little more beginner-friendly on those early stages of it, you know? A little more, like, not as brutal, like super brutal on you on the first stages of the game. MX Bikes can still be challenging at times, but I just don't think it's as brutal. Do you know what I mean? It's just not as brutal. And for the most part, like, most people really don't want a brutal motocross game. You know? Like, if you took the population of all the moto gamers out there, I would say at least 90% of them don't want anything to do with something that is as difficult as MX Simulator. Like, they literally just don't want anything to do with that. And that's just the nature of it, you know? It's just like in real life, you know, I would say 95% of dudes that ride real-life dirt bikes really don't want to go ride on a full-blown AMA Supercross track because they're going to die on it, you know? They're going to... It's just... You see what I'm saying? It's like... It's... I don't know. I think MX Bikes is really playing into more of that mass audience than MX Sim is. Yeah, MX Sim just has this feeling to it nowadays that it's like a ghost town. I don't know why it... I mean, obviously we know why it feels like that, but I'm just... I don't know. I've got this very, very weird feeling, and I've had it ever since RF shut down back in 2018. Obviously, they, you know, quote-unquote came back, but not really because it's completely different people running it now. So it's not even really the same RF #FR, right? You know, the Oakland track this year. I mean, need I say any more? But yeah, just the overall game, especially with MX Bikes getting to where it is now, you do definitely get this ghost towny dead type feeling when you're playing MX Sim now. You know? You definitely do get that feeling on it. So that's a bit unfortunate. We'll see kind of how that develops over these next 5 years or so. We'll see if MX Sim just totally like blows away as far as pro racing, or if it can find a way to bring it all back around. I don't know. I don't know, man. Still a shitload of fun in single player or getting on tracks that, you know, actually have pre-made or actually have berms or actually feel like dirt instead of sand. It is still a fun game when you go back to it like that. Let's take this outside, dude. That is look at that rut. Oh, man. Damn, dog. I miss these days. I tell you what, brother. Miss these days. Don't know if we'll ever get them back either. I'm just so thankful now that I look back at it. I'm so thankful that holy shit, Spency boy, settle down, son. I'm just so happy that I got to experience the pro racing of this game like in 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm just so glad I got into the game at that time and was able to experience that, because I just don't feel like like the people that didn't get to experience that, I just don't think they're getting the full experience out of the pro racing of this game. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think they're getting that full vibe from it. So that's a little unfortunate to the guys that are just now getting into the pro racing of it, but got to start floating in my corners again, dude. All right. I'm not really tried to run a hot lap yet. Let's try to hit these ruts. Spency boy out here on 60 FPS. He's a legend. If I die, I'm a 60 FPS legend. I am the one. Also got a different gearing going here. Yeah, I'm genuinely really shocked. Those dudes that actually thought that the erode system was ready to be put into the pro racing of this game at the start of 2018. What in the turkey? Like, I don't even know what in the hell. I don't even know, dude. That makes absolutely no sense to me at all. It would have been one thing if they would have just started putting it into the pro racing after updating it the past 4 years, right? And they just started putting it in there like this year or something. That would have been one thing, but I'm not kidding you when I say they threw it right into the pro racing literally the first chance they could. You know? That really wasn't that smart. It was just nowhere near tested enough, nowhere near optimized enough. Man. What's up, boys? Just tuning in. I am looking at chat here. Spency boy just kind of chilling. I know a lot of you guys are having trouble finding the join button for the channel on mobile. And I think you have to put it in like desktop mode to be able to find the join button on mobile. So if you couldn't find it on mobile, that is the way to do that. YouTube really needs to get on that and update that where it'll work on mobile too. I can definitely get under the 120s on this track. Just got to put her all together here. Oh, boys. How's your day been, boys? Boy, that is interesting. Playing, man, when you get used to playing on 144 FPS, going back to 60, she's a challenge, dude. Especially in these games where every little movement you make makes such a big deal. It's tough on 60 FPS. Like, if you're playing these simulators on 60 FPS, you definitely should look at upgrading monitors and shit to be able to play it with a higher FPS than 60, because it'll change your life in these games, bruh. It will change your life on this shit. And I've noticed that with going back to 60 FPS, how much more difficult it makes everything. Specifically, like running a hot lap. That's what I'm going back to 60 FPS. Like, I can still kind of get around a track, but getting that real, you know, thug nasty heater, you got to have them high frames, man. Because unless you got super used to this 60 FPS shit, that's the only way I could see you doing it on this. All right, boys, I'll get on my server here. Let's see. SpencerTurley.flowtechmxs.com 19833. We'll get in here just to mess around a little bit. What's up, Ryan? What's up, dude? Dude asked, what are my thoughts on the Gas 125? Bro, I have no idea. Couldn't even tell you, dog. Couldn't even tell you, bro. Couldn't even tell you, bro. Oh, shit. But 125s are definitely my favorite bike of all time, and it's not even close. It was the first real race bike that I had, was an 04 YZ 125. Yeah, still to this day, I just don't quite get the feeling on any other bike in real life that I got riding a 125 in real life. Still to this day, bro. The Quad Daddy, back at it again. The tea guzzling daddy. You gotta love it, bro. Hey, I appreciate all you boys supporting the channel. Tuning into these streams means the absolute world to the Spency boy. Sometimes you can kind of get caught up in that mindset, like, you know, you're like not really moving forward, you're not really progressing, you're not really advancing in life. Your brain can kind of trick you up into thinking that sometimes, but you just gotta keep chugging along, you know what I'm saying, dude? Dude asked if I checked out the new update for MXGP 2021. No, I have not. No sirree, Bob, dude. I've not even like thought about that game since the last video I made on it. I've not even thought about it. Like literally, I was like, "Oh, what game is he talking about? MXGP 2021? Oh, that thing? Oh, wow. Yeah, I had totally forgot about that absolute dog turd." Oh, shit. Come up short. Interesting seeing some of you boys' names in these chats that I see in the comments of my videos. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. But I tell you what, MX Sim is fun to just come... Now that I've gotten out of the pro race scene, just kind of chilling, it's fun to just come play this game for fun now, dude. Even just farting around like on a little online server, kind of like taking it back to the roots of when I first got into this game. It's kind of fun doing that. Kind of fun, bro. Tell you what, though, the more and the more complicated gameplay of a game that you get, the harder and the harder it is to talk. You know what I'm saying? While you're playing. Yes, I'm on controller, Xbox 360, big dog, dual stick, playing her like she's Reflex, baby. What's up, Bob? Old Bar Squeezy, the dudeski, got the blue alien. Whoo, shoo! Got the blue alien. He's almost to the purple alien tier. Holy shit. Yeah, bro, if you're ever going through that shit in life where you feel like it's just, you know, times get hard, but a man's still getting it, you know what I'm saying? That's just like part of life, dude. I feel like if you ain't going through that in life, you ain't really trying, you ain't really doing enough, you know what I mean? If you start doing enough in life, you're gonna be met with some shit, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of the way it is. Damn, I have to hit that jump wide on this Honda. I mean, wide, bruh. Like I said, I got a different gearing going here on this bike as well, so kind of having to relearn my shifting points here a little bit, because obviously I don't listen to the sound of any of these games when I'm playing them, so running strictly off of mind muscle memory of how the power is pulling on the bike, right? I need to get it like a 58 on this track, bruh. 58 on this track, bruh. Have been playing Sim a little more here recently, though, than I was, which was like none, so that's kind of cool. Kind of getting back to somewhere here on Sim. There's quad fattying all day, dude. There's quad fattying all day, dude. Shoo! Oh, shit. Overjumped that. I'm just going to make that tough. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit. 1-0. Yeah, that wasn't too hot. I don't really have any custom bike skins for this, on this CR right now. A lot of my skins, I'll change them over to this dyno or that dyno, and then whatever one I'm not using, you know, it's going to be a little more, like all my skins and shit are on a different dyno, but I'm just testing this bike right now. Not even that I really want to run it. I'm just testing it. You see what I'm saying? Plus, I always have preferred testing bikes with the default bike model in the game, because it seems to be the most true, like as far as where it's at in relation to the wheel, the front wheel. Seems to be the most true fender there is for that. If you talk to some other guys, they'll say that same thing. Like, dudes like Hunter Root and shit, they've talked about it multiple times before, riding with the fucking default bike model in the game. Something about it, just the position of where it's at and everything. I don't know. I've always done that in this game. When I'm testing different bikes out, I ride with the default, bruh. Default, bro. Yeah, I kind of miss those crazy ass sand sections they used to have too. We're just kind of chilling on SpencerTurley.flowtechmxs.com 19833. We're just chilling out here, dude. Oh, it's a decent little track. Decent little track ski. Sup, boys, just tuning in. Any super chats I get, I will read your message off. Hit that join button. Become a member today. Trying to get those built up on the channel here. Going to be having members-only videos within this week right here. I'll be uploading one of the first members-only video that I've ever uploaded before, so be on the lookout for that. Ooh, that's a tough little triple. That's a tough, big little triple, you know what I'm saying, dude? Yeah, I was just thinking about that today, too, but MX Sim really is, like, it's just not made for everybody, you know? And I would say it's not even made for, like, the majority of dirt bike gamers. It's made for a very, very small portion of people that really want to be challenged in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? And that's all it's really made for. Like, I could totally understand how you would get very frustrated with this game through all those different learning stages, you know, where it feels like you just cannot get any faster. You cannot go around the track any quicker, but yet somebody is still like 10 seconds faster than you. You know, that's really something that will push a lot of people away from the game. a super competitive mind like mine, it just made me salivate at the mouth for something to be that competitive, you know? Hot damn, Bar Squeezy Barneezy out here at the $2 super chat. He says, get me that custom alien. Damn, dude. Shoo. Dude, you're going to be like one of the only members that you will be the first member that gets the purple alien for sure. So that's kind of legendary, dude. Were you my first member, Barneezy? Let me know in chat. Dude, if you're my first member, I got to send you a shirt that says I was the Turkey Boy's first member, dude. Like, we got to make that happen, bruh. Got to make that happen, bruh. Pretty sure you were. Damn, thanks for that $2 super chat, dude. What's up, dudes in chat? I see ya. I see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya, but I see ya. Nah, I'm just fucking around. I appreciate you pulling through, boy. I appreciate you pulling up to the stream. Spency boy just goofing off here on this CR Red Rum bike right here. Can I quad still? Yeah. Yeah. Love how when you hit that quad, it makes it so tricky. If you hit the quad a little too fast, makes it very tricky to get on the brakes and then turn with enough momentum to hit that triple in after all that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, let me look it. Got it. Yeah, I think you literally were the first, though. That's what I'm saying, Barneezy. I think you were actually the first. Oh, shit. Yeah, bro, and you know, Barneezy, you talk about all those memories and shit we had with the team stuff, like the way it feels to you and all the shit, the way you think that's like timeless memories, that feels the exact same way to me about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel the exact same way about all that shit we did with the team stuff. I wish I could have like made it work for longer, obviously, but I felt like what was happening with the team was it was turning into something I didn't want it to turn into, right? It was getting like more serious than I wanted the team vibe to be. And that's really what shut it down at the end of the day. But I do want to try to get something going on that again at some point, so we'll see what we can do there. But yeah, dude, you'll make some of the best memories you've ever had in these games by getting in there and getting into that team vibe situation and everybody getting on there every night and riding together and getting in Discord. Bruh, it's another level, dude, for sure. All right, let's see if I can actually start getting on the gas here. I've been just goofing off. Tell you what, dude, this Honda will giddy up in the whoops. I think I've got like 10 members right now, but that shit fluctuates so much. At one point in time, I think I had upwards of like 15 or 20. That was last year when I was doing all that streaming. But yeah, if I just get back into streaming, I mean, I'll get the members back up again. Certainly with doing members-only videos as well. I don't know if I'll ever really do too many like members-only live streams or members, you know, that sort of thing, but I'll definitely do members-only videos for damn sure. All right, let's get across the finish line here. We're on spencerturley.flowtechmxs.com, 19833. Just chilling on the 2017s, as per usual. You could have expected it. Bro, it's a little warmer outside today than it has been. Smithy boy kind of sweating the tea out. As you can see, my PC's as you can hear, my PC's fans have kicked on. Ooh. Raphael, what's up, bro? Yeah, cross that finish line, homie. Cross that finish line, homie. All right, hang on just one second. I got to make it a little cooler in here. Spencer boy getting a little too hot. Shoo, doggies. Oh, shit, there was another dude. Yeah, cross the finish line, bruh. Fuck it. I'm about to pop that restart. Fuck it. We're hitting that. Here's the server right here, boys. SpencerTurkey.flowtechmxs.com 19833. Alright, pop that restart. Dude asked, why do I always stream Supercross? Well, the main reason why I'm streaming Supercross is because it's like Supercross time. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is Detroit right here. MLG, what's up, big dog? Appreciate you tuning in again. Cincy boy gonna get his $5 hole shot award. MX Bikes, giggity. Oh, shit. Bar Squeezy, the dudeski, took me down. Shoo! Bar Squeezy gets a $5 fucking hole shot award. Oh, man. Oh, no. Hold the phone. Oh, God. He's got the Galaxy gear on and every... Oh, no, dude. I tell you what, that's a feeling, getting taken out by some Galaxy gear, dude. Whew! All right, well, Spency boy got his work cut out for him. Lag, daddy? The hell was all that lag? I have no idea. Y'all boys better get on the beans, because I'm going to start farting my way up there, dude. Boy, I say some off-the-wall shit, I tell you what. But that's what makes it what it is. Bar Squeezy, you're getting some airtime, dude. You're getting some airtime, dude. We could go outside there and hit that entire fucking rhythm in like one jump, but it's a little sketch. Boys, I appreciate you tuning in to another Spency boy stream. Whoa, what the fuck? What's up, Tim? Yo, sometimes you will, even at my level on MX Sim, which I'm not saying I'm the best motherfucker in this game, but even at my level, you will still have those moments where it's just like, what did the bike even do? So don't feel bad if it happens to you. But I tell you what, playing on that, need to be jumping over this table. Playing on, got a guy like 2 rhythms ahead of me. Playing on 140, anything over like 100 frames per second, I would say, really allows you to make those micro adjustments a lot better to the bike that are like crucial when you get going fast in this game. That's really what this game turns into when you get going real fast. It's just a bunch of micro-ass movements, and that's about it, you know? It's really all there is to it. See if we can pick up the pace here a little. Got Ghost out here, dude. Sand can be a little tricky. First gear can be a little tricky. Crawl. Shit, dog. I see your super chat, but I'm in the middle of a race. I'll read it here in just a second, brother. Saw that fucking green of that super chat out of the corner of my eye. Hang on, let me finish this race here right quick, ski. Anytime there's a double dragon's back, you gotta be a little careful. Double dragon's back seem to be the killer of beginner players in this game, and of course I just crashed on it, so call me a beginner. But that seems to be quite one of the bigger tricky obstacles when you first get into this game. Especially the one on fucking, what is it, on Oakland this year, that double dragon's back? Good God almighty, dude. You put beginners on that track, and when I say every single one of them will crash every lap on that section, I'm not kidding, like, at all when I say that. Need to be like in the 50 foes on this track right here, boy. Need to be on them 50 foes. If I can put one together here. Whoa, I don't even know what that was. I like wheelied up over into the middle of the whoops and then jumped from the middle of the whoops to the end of the whoops. That was super weird. I don't know if I've ever done that right there before. A little bizarre. Shit, I gotta do 3 seconds. Oh my God. Spency Boy's getting nervous. His arms are getting sweaty. All the T's sweating. All the T's sweating spaghetti. Oh, yes. Nah, we're just chillaxing right now, boys. Once you've been through 450 main events and you rode in the lead as much as I have of RF 450 North American main events in this game, that's another level of pressure. You know, once you've rode in that enough times, a random online race is like, it's kind of cute compared to that pressure-wise. I have done a lot of crashing in this game out front of pro races. That's for damn sure. Seemed like anytime I got out front, I would run pretty good for like 4 or 5 laps and then have one little mistake. Boy, I tell you what, you can be one of the most consistent riders in this game. But being able to be consistent in the front of a 450 RF main event where any little thing you do, not even a big mistake, could cost you the whole race, it kind of puts you at another level of scared, you know? Okay, so we got the $4.99 super chat from James Burner. He says, "Damn, Galaxy Gear Goons, here's your $5 hole shot. Haha, been watching your channel for years. Enjoy the entertainment. Keep being yourself." Always, bro. You know Spency Boy ain't never gonna stop that. You know Spency Boy ain't never gonna stop that. If I stop anything, it'll never be that. What's up, Whip Everything? The Dudeski, I appreciate you, buddy. I use an Xbox 360 controller, dude. But yeah, shout out to James Burner for that $4.99 super chat. Same price of my memberships. Cross that finish line, boys. Cross that finish line, boys. Yo, shit, is that Bar Squeezy with the 58? Damn, dude. Damn, dude. Oh. Man, I think somebody is... Yeah. I don't think it'll matter if you cross finish now. Let's just fucking roll it. Let's roll it, dude. Yeah, the thing YSN is you got to cross the finish line to finish the race to get it to show back up on the server page, right? So that's the only reason I say that. Because if I just pop a restart right there without actually the race finishing, then it won't actually pop it up on the server page. Well, you know, like the mxsimulator.com shit. Does anybody even go to that anymore? I don't know. This is the track right here that doesn't even have a mini map. Gotta love it, dude. Gotta love it, dude. But yeah, there is such a big difference. Like on that track I was just on, you know, sitting there running like a 56 or whatever that was. There's such a big difference in when you start getting to that faster level. Like, it's one thing, like, let's say on that last track I was on, it's one thing to get like a minute lap time, and then to go from like a minute lap time to like a 58 or a 56, you know, that's not necessarily super impressive. But once you start getting to that, like, that faster, like more of that pro qualifying lap time range, that's when it gets so much harder to make up like just a second faster. You know, like, let me put it into the words like this, like going from a 56 to like a 54 on that last track was on is at least twice as hard as going from like a 58 to a 56. You know, the faster and faster you go, the harder and the harder it is to get a faster lap. Do you know what I mean? Because once you kind of get past that lap time point where you're hitting everything on the track properly, you know, you're hitting every jump rhythm, every quad rhythm, every whoop section fairly quickly, then you got to find all these little special areas to make up those extra seconds. Whereas like going from an amateur lap time to a pro lap time, a lot of times really is just hitting a faster rhythm or just holding the gas down longer in the whoops or whatever, you know, and you can make up a shitload of time that way. But once you start getting to that, basically like that entry point pro level lap time, it gets fucking hard to cut those lap times down, you know. You got to be really flowing. You got to be gliding around the entire track to really be able to do it at that point. Cutting the corners tighter. It's like becomes a game of micro like inches at that point to get a faster lap. They really start holding it down, these whoops. Still ain't decided if I really want to be on this Honda versus the Husky, but I'm trying to figure that out here. I've went back and forth between the two over the past few years, dyno-wise in this game. A 58, it's kind of dog water. Definitely get a 56 here. Hit that inside and we'll see what we can do. Gonna be a little more aggressive in my corners. Definitely slower there for show. Yeah, this was the weird track in 2017 that actually felt like almost like it had a totally different traction to it, which was bizarre as hell. And it didn't have a mini map on it. I don't know what the hell RF was doing on this track in 2017, but this is what I would call the worst 2017 track for sure. The most weird one, the most like incomplete one, you know what I mean? Definitely feels that way to me, and it always has felt that way to me. Feels like this is the one 2017 track just felt like it didn't really belong compared to the other ones to me. Boy, you carry some speed just rolling off of that table right there. I'll tell you that for damn sure. Oh, shit, dog. Shit, dog. So you got to be able to start gliding these corners. I even think right here you can go, yeah, you can go inside, but you really got to be hitting that little bit slower there. Damn, dog. YSN 227, the dude ski out here with the $5 Canadian. He says, $5 Canadian. Damn, dog. I appreciate that super chat, dude. He's like, I already know what Spence is going to say. Here it is, dude. Oh, damn. You got to love it, dude. That gave me a good little chuckle right there, dude. Damn. But yeah, there's always like that lap time range on these tracks where you can get like a 58 on this track is pretty easy to get. You know, that's not like a super fast lap or anything, but it's so weird the micro little things that you do to go from like a 58 to a 55 or a 56 on this track. It's just like, it don't really feel like you're going much faster when you do that. You've just kind of clicked everything for one lap to do it, you know? I think that's kind of a misconception a lot of people have. They think you're like going so much faster when you get a fast lap, but it's not like you're putting so much more effort in. It's just your mind muscle memory starts to really click on the bike, and everything kind of just, instead of landing a jump like 80% good, you land it like 95% good, you know? It's like that weird, like, micro landing everything just a little closer to the ground. Then you're scrubbing the jumps just a little more than you would normally. But like when I'm sitting here talking on a live stream, it's going to be pretty tough for me to run down in those real pro fast lap times. I can already tell you that right now. It's just hard. MX Sim becomes such a focus game when you get like that, you know? I'm used to sitting there playing with, you know, music in my headphones, really focusing in. Bro, I'm really lucky, YSN. I appreciate you, dude. $5 Canadian on top of the membership. What a big dog. Boys, this is the server we're on here. You can see it right there. That's the server name. We're just kind of chilling today. Just kind of everybody else on the FC 450 2018. See, I actually liked the 2017 FC better than the 18, but what the fuck do I know? You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and pop that restart. What's up, boys? Just tuning in to the Spency Boy. Fun to come back here and play some sim every once in a while, dude. It is tough to get I will admit, it is pretty tough. Hey, any boys remember this track? Oh, damn. Gotta be careful on this one, guys. Now listen. If you don't look at your mini map when you're getting back on the track, you could get a 2-week suspension and then get perma-banned from RF for just simply talking about how unprofessional they are. Ooh, that was another level back in those days. Good Lord. Yes, RF. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you heard me right. RF literally perma-banned me at one point just for talking about them. Yes. That's the RF that we talk about. Yes. But, you know, now we're entering into the age of, a lot of people probably don't remember that. That was back in the 2017 days, bruh. That was some funny, wacky times. Yeah, I never thought we'd see that day of RF giving me a permaban just for talking. That was kind of cute. Then they can't even get a permaban on the dudes actually cheating in the game, but they can manage to permaban me just for talking about how unprofessional they are. Oh, jeez. Damn, I do have a dude kind of on my ass right now. I might focus up here a little bit. Track's got some Mac Daddy lines, dude. This is one of them right here. Oof. Be careful jumping way into that corner right there. This Honda 450 2018 definitely has the power to get over these quads on... It's got the right power curve. Let me correct myself a little bit. It's got good enough of a power curve to still get over a lot of these bigger lines on the 2017s. I used to go inside right here. I'm just trying to remember some of these lines. Fucking hate that inside rut. It's got a little braking bump right before it. Another big line's right there. Shit. Then you got to get on the brakes to hit this inside rut. So if you can chain it all together where you hit that quad in that section right there and the quad after this main Supercross triple, if you can hit both of those in together, it'll really start cutting down your lap time on this track. Without a doubt. What's up, boys? Just tuning in. Yo, shout out to you boys with the super chats today. I'm kind of impressed by that, not gonna lie. I appreciate you. Just made what I would have made on like a damn 15,000 viewed video in this stream already, so that's kind of cool. Definitely makes me want to stream more than make videos. But yeah, just overall the excitement around MX Simulator, it's just not there anymore. It's just not there anymore. It was one thing when, you know, we went through all that time frame where it really didn't have a competitor, when MX Bikes was still in those early stages, you know? But now, I feel like MX Bikes is literally just taking every potential new player that would come to MX Sim. It's just taking it, like straight up. And, you know, I can't blame MX Bikes. They're just doing what they can do to get as many players to their game as they can. So, but by the nature of the way MX Bikes is, it being on Steam, you know, being so much more like beginner friendly, accessible, all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of shit that really has done it, in my opinion. Shit, let me just pop off here. And not in a good way. Yeah, I feel like this gearing that I'm running here, a little bit different than my normal. It's got a little more kind of like torquey feel to it, but also a slightly more inconsistent feel. Interesting when you start getting deeper into the gearings of this game, you kind of get like this feeling for grip versus slide versus friction versus traction versus momentum versus torque. You know, you start getting all these different vibes like that. Sometimes you don't want a super grippy bike, you know. You can definitely get too grippy of a feeling, especially on a lot of these 17 tracks where you're trying to, and that's a big difference between like 17 tracks and like a road type tracks. You know, the vibe you're trying to get with those road tracks is as much traction as you possibly can, as much torque traction as you possibly can, because if you guys don't know, the road in this game kind of creates a little bit of a slick vibe. So, especially when it's real small a road, you know, it makes a slicker vibe, and you start getting those individual ruts in the corner where you're trying to like have that real smooth power around the corner. But if you go back to a track that wasn't made for a road, you know, you want a little more slide to the wheel so you can kind of carry that speed around those bowl corners that don't really have any ruts in them. So that's kind of a little bit of your difference between like what you'd call a road type gearing and a non-road type gearing. I would say I'm running a little bit more of a road type gearing right now, but I just did it for the shits and giggles here. I'm just doing a little testing here. Well, some dog water ass laps, but okay. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have so many more motocross gamers that are going to be able to understand MX bikes than you are motocross gamers that are going to be able to understand MX Simulator. I just, that's where I feel like they're very different. And I'm not saying either one is better or worse because of it. I'm just saying, I just think, let's pop that restart, baby. I think you're going to get, you know, and just with everything that MX Bikes does, better graphics, that right there has been a big deterring factor for a lot of people on MX Sim. Just the graphics alone makes, you know, a shitload of people not even want to step their toes into it. So that's kind of part of that a little bit, you know, certainly. See if I can actually try to focus here for a race a little bit and shut my mouth up. We all know Spency Boy's not capable of anything like that, so. Right here on spencerturley.flowtechmxs.com, 19833, just chilling. Hop up in here, boys. What's up, boys? Just tuning in. But one thing that me and TKO Smokey were talking about, he's one of the officiators for the Pro MX Bikes racing. One thing me and him were talking about was, you know, it really, popped off there. It really, I think a lot of people are going to get into MX bikes and eventually try out MX Simulator that might not would have ever even played MX Simulator had it not been for MX bikes to kind of let them get their feet wet in a like more difficult modded out type, you know, dirt bike, you know, PC based dirt bike racing game. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think there still can be that occasion of somebody gets into it from MX bikes and then they come over to MX Simulator and they like some of the differences with MX Sim, you know, and I'm not saying you got to jump ship from one game to the next, but I definitely think it's just good for both parties that MX bikes is getting better and more people are getting into that. I think it's just better for every moto gamer, to be honest with you. It is a little more tricky for me to hit some of these bigger lines with this gearing. I mean, it'll still do it, but it's not as, like, I don't know, it's not as free-flowing in the corner, coming out of the corner. Tell you what, dude, that 2016 KTM 450, I swear to God, it was made for these 2017 tracks. It was literally made for them. So when I get on like the CR, newer CR, like the newer Husky, those kind of feel like they're actually more made for a flatter, smoothed off type style track. A road, obviously, that you would get with some of the newer RF tracks. Kind of feels like these bikes are a little more made for that than they are for this. Interesting how that is. But you still can ride with these these bikes on these old tracks, but all right, for the love of God, let's see if I can run a lap here. Man, that 60 FPS will kill your day on running fast laps. It will kill your day, dude. Like, I can still be halfway consistent with 60 FPS. Like, I can still get around the fucking track, but as far as running that, like, hotter lap time, that's where she gets a little more tricky on the 60 FPS. Holy shit. Barely hit that quad. Barely. Might have a somewhat of a lap here. Just a 47, not really. Holy shit. What's up, boys? Just tuning in. Yeah, I mean, I've literally been running like amateur lap times this whole time. But it's, like I say, it's just those micro little things that you do, like having the ability to make those micro movements going from 60 FPS to 144 FPS. I swear to God, just that little of a change makes a big difference on like running a fast lap, you know? It really does, man. What the hell's next track? We'll see. East Rutherford. Good old East Rutherford. Yeah, it's interesting how I set my camera up quite a bit differently on MX bikes than I do on sim. Kind of an interesting little thing there. But yeah, when it comes to these little 6-lap online races, it's really just all about the start and then not whoever crashes. You know what I'm saying? That's really all there is to a 6-lap Supercross race. Don't crash, hit the rhythms, and you're pretty much going to win every time. It's not even about speed or anything like that. Because a crash costs you so much more than just being a little bit slower. Always. It's always been like that. A crash costs you so much more than being just a little slower. Like if you're, 2-3 seconds off the pace, it's better to be that than it is to be on pace and crash. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's always been that way in this game, but a lot of people have a very hard time realizing that about it. They take the consistency part for granted, you know what I mean? They don't realize how important that really is on MX Sim. It's pretty much the entire game. I mean, even when you get to the pro racing, it's even more so in the pro racing because then you're talking about 15, 20 plus lap races. So then you're not crashing becomes even more important. Like, everybody gets so giddy about a fast lap in this game, and it cracks me up because you can be so much slower than that fast lap, but as long as you don't crash, you're going to be so much further ahead in a main event. It's unbelievable. That's one of the biggest secrets I feel like there is to this game. Like, consistency will always beat a fast lap. Every time. Every time. A fast lap dude that crashes will never beat a consistent dude that doesn't crash. Unless it's drastic difference in speed, It's got to be like a super difference in speed for that to be that way. But in a main event, it's a lot worse to crash in something like that because then it puts you back track position wise. So then you got to try to pass all the dudes that passed you when you crashed. It's way worse to crash in a main event than it is like on a random online server. Way worse, dude. When you get a pretty good start in a pro race in this game, it's almost goofy at how easy it feels compared to when you don't get a good start. And you got to try to work yourself back up from a 15th or whatever. It is goofy as hell when you actually do get a good start and you're like, wow. And you're running in first or second, right? And you're just chilling like it's a fucking practice day. And you're like, wow, this was not as hard as I thought. When you can actually get up front, and avoid the crashes. So many crashes in this game happen just from you being back in the pack. Even more so than I think would be in real life because, everybody wants to be super aggressive in the pro racing and take everybody out. There's not really that fear level like you would have in real life Supercross racing. Like, if I run it up in here on this guy, I could hurt myself or crash myself. There's not really any of that in this game. So everybody thinks they're going to be able to get the whole shot, even if they qualified 55th. Everybody thinks they're going to be able to, make a block pass on somebody the very second they get up to them. Right, so it kind of changes the dynamic of the racing, but that's why it's so important to not crash. What's up, Only Cod? Dude asked if I'm going to get Supercross 5. Yeah. I'm going to be getting basically every milestone dirt bike game that ever comes out because that's what I do on YouTube, dog. No matter how bad they get, I'll still get them because I make a lot of fucking money from them, so Keeping it honest with you, bruh. Keeping it honest. And it's just fun to go in there and with everything that I've talked about with Milestone over the years, it's fun to go in there and talk about, you know, what they're doing with the newer games, no matter how repetitive or bad they are. I just find it to be interesting to keep up with the legacy of Milestone in that sense. So it's not entirely about the extra money I make from it, but I'm not going to sit here and fib to you. That's definitely part of it. You know, those are just the most popular dirt bike games. Period. So it is what it is. I would be a fool to be doing motocross gaming YouTube content and not cover the newest Milestone game. I would be a fool to do that. Right? But it is still fun to come back in here on these other moto games for show. In the process of working on overhauling all of my older custom tracks on MX Sim. So we'll be getting that done this year. I want to try to have that finished up by the time, right around like when Supercross 5 comes out. I think that would be pretty cool, but I got a shitload of tracks I'm in there working on right now, man. Making them a little more rideable, fixing some of the weird little buggy, laggy problems I had on a bunch of my custom tracks. You know, really get in there and making them, putting Spencer Turley Dash in front of the names instead of it just being a name of a track, so it'll be organized in your track list, shit, right? So we're doing a full overhaul on all the old custom tracks currently, so that'll be really cool when we get that done. Really cool. Yeah, you got to be careful downloading the demo for MX Sim because you don't even actually have the newest, like, physics of the bike. You don't even have the newest setup stuff of the bike. Here's the multiplayer server we're in right now, boys. SpencerTurley.flowtechmxs.com, 19833. Spencer boy talking like a madman. I could rap all day. Motherfucker, tea sipper. Big daddy tea sipping daddy. Oh, my God, dude. It's the server right here, boys. Oh. Bro, swear to God, if I ever make an RF dish track, oh, man. Talking about break the moto community world. Holy shit, bro. I'm to the point now where it's like RF is so different than it was. I feel weird by even talking about RF anymore because, like, it's like I'm talking to a whole different set of people, you know? That's so weird to me that it's like that now, but... Nah, I think we're a little past the days of making a RF dish track. It's kind of like, who really gives a fuck about RF anymore other than the dudes that are still racing in it? You see what I'm saying? And so it's like, I feel like most people have either just totally quit or whatever. Okay, Spency boy just getting kind of caught up there. See that right there? See how I made... It's a real important tip right here for some of you sim players. See that how that dude was kind of crashing in front of me, but I didn't, like, get crazy on the gas and try to, you know, still jump a big rhythm or whatever because I saw that dude getting squirrely in front of me, so I just kind of had to let off. I think I did a fucking single right there. Sometimes you got to do that on the first lap. Anything you can do to avoid contact or crashing in the first lap, you do it. I don't give a shit if you got to slow plumb down to hit a single or roll through the whoops or whatever it is you got to do, man. But it's better than crashing. Anything else is better than crashing on the first lap. Straight up, period. There ain't no question about that. You know what I'm saying? Anything is better than crashing on that first lap. I think a lot of times people have that tendency to be a little bit antsy on the first lap, as you would call it. It's killed a lot of people in a lot of pro races, including me, many a times, right? And sometimes when you can just manage to dodge everybody on the first lap, that's going to be some of the best races you've ever had in your life in this game, especially pro race-wise, right? What's up, boys? Just tuning in. I see you in chat. I see you in the chat of the old Spency boy. But yeah, MX Sim is just not going to pull the same kind of viewers count. It's not going to pull the same kind of views. And I feel like half the people that are watching like MX Sim content now are really probably more MX Bikes players, but they just happen to watch a little bit of MX Sim content too. Right? It's no longer the way it used to be before MX Bikes really started popping off, where it was like, you know, you could be over here playing this super beta unfinished game like MX Bikes, or you could be playing a fully completed simulator like MX Simulator. It's not like that now. It's like, okay, now you got two more completed games, so a lot of times people kind of pick one or the other. They're not really going to play them both the same amount. You know what I mean? And I feel like most people just gravitate more towards MX Bikes nowadays for a plethora of different reasons, but there's that big line. There we go. I was wanting to see if I could hit that on the Honda with this gearing. This has got a little more, not quite as much acceleration as I had on other bike I was running, but still can get over that. Now we're getting that whoop speed back, baby. This might be a decent lap right here. I don't know. Let me see. 107. Right on the money. That's okay. Definitely not what I would call really fast or anything. That might would have got you qualified in the 450 class. It's like right on that borderline lap time there. That'd have been like probably around like 40th in qualifying or something for this race, like a 107. I have ran, I think, a 104, I think, is my fastest on this track. So, you know, we're still a good 2-3 seconds off of that. I think I had like a 104.6 or something. So, but like I'm saying, going from like a 106 or a 107 down to that 104 range on a track like this, you got to be hauling some ass. You got to be greasing these sections pretty good to get it down that low lap time wise. You know what I'm saying? But even though me saying all that about MX Bikes, I still think there's a place for MX Sim. I just don't think it's ever going to catch up in that popularity race between it and MX Bikes. You know, I don't think it's ever going to do that because MX Bikes, like I say, just caters to so many more people. Yeah, Matt Rob, I'm going to come out with a pack here pretty soon on my YouTube channel that's just going to include everything that I ever run in this game. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'll be posting that pretty soon. I'll probably put my 2020, was supposed to be my 2021 team helmet on there as well. We'll see what I end up doing about, like, something that I never actually released except to certain team members I had back in the day. We'll see if I can release that at some point. I think I actually have that helmet on right now. Get up here and I'll show it to you. But yeah, I'll be coming out with a pack that's just got all that shit in it here pretty soon. Love those little inside ruts on this track, man. That's the shit that, you know, when you're in here with 4 or 5 dudes, know a road because a road kind of sucks when you don't have enough people. That's the shit that's just like irreplaceable. I feel like these 2017 tracks make so much more sense when you're in here on like a random online server racing experience with, you know, less than 15 people. it makes so much more sense riding on a track like this that actually has a little bit of pre-made versus getting in there on a track like one of the newer RF tracks when you don't have a full gate of dudes. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a problem. A lot of people compare those newer RF tracks. What they're talking about is when you've got that perfect low road setting with the full gated dudes and you've developed that rut over a 20 plus lap main event. You know, that's what a lot of dudes compare when they talk about a new RF track, but you got to understand you're not even going to experience it that way unless you have a full gate with a perfect road setting. Do you see what I'm saying? Whereas like a 17 track, you can be in there on single player. You can be in there with 3 or 4 dudes, a road turned off, a road turned on, 20 dudes, and it's more of a consistent experience in something you can actually compare to. But when you're talking about the new RF tracks, there's so many. It's like you could be talking about it with 5 dudes with a higher road setting. You could be talking about it with 20 dudes in a lower road setting. You'd be talking about it with no road. You know, there's all these different versions, as you would call it, in a sense, that different ways you would experience a newer RF track than a track like this, right? Yeah, I mean, I think, like, now I'm sitting here looking at chat here. I see you boys. Appreciate you tuning in to another Turkey Boy stream out here. Yeah, I feel like there's positives and negatives to both physics systems, MX Sim and MX bikes. I think they're just different. They're just different. It's not really that one of them's, like, better than the other. They're just different in quite a few different ways, you know? Well, pop. There's a server right here, boys, if you want to hop in. But somebody commented a comment on one of my MX Bikes videos a couple months ago there, and it made so much sense to me. Of course, a lot of your hardcore MX Bikes fans are going to get really offended anytime you say anything like this, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say it anyways. The dude that left that comment, he said something along the lines of like, you know, MX Bikes is more like the artist representation of what it's like riding a real life dirt bike. And MX Simulator is more like the actual physical feeling of riding a real life dirt bike. Do you see the difference? So like, it's as if MX Bikes literally looks more like you're riding a real life dirt bike. And obviously you got some insane movement type shit going on MX Bikes as well. But I just feel like MX Bikes doesn't quite have the same like bike reaction feeling over specific obstacles, especially whoops and roughness. I just feel like it's nowhere near to the level bike reaction wise that it has to be considered like riding a real life dirt bike. And who knows, maybe they'll change that. Maybe they'll update that with MX Bikes, but that's a big thing right there. And also just the general speed feeling of MX Bikes, I think is just not quite as much of a jolt, you know, boost feeling when you actually get on the gas on a 450 in real life. I just don't think it quite captures that as much on MX Bikes. Right? There's a couple little things like that, but yeah, a dude left that comment on one of my videos and I was like, yeah, I mean, I couldn't really think of a better way of saying it. I got a dude on my fucking ass. I better quit talking, better get on the gas, dude on my ass. Right? But, you know, there's a whole slew of dudes that are out there trying to make this big argument that MX Bikes is so much more like riding a real life dirt bike than MX Simulator, but you know, you start getting that kind of argument, then it's like, well, this guy could think riding a real life dirt bike, think about that differently than this other guy. And then MX Bikes has better graphics. It's got different movement settings. So it's, you know, you could definitely say MX Bikes is more realistic in certain ways. You know, I can agree with you there, but to just say it's just totally more realistic, I can't. Physics-wise, physical, you know, not visual, not anything else. That's where I can't really agree with you completely. But that's where I stand on it. I still love MX bikes, have a lot of fun on it, and I think they've done some massive improvements with the game. So we'll see what they can do. You know, I am interested in seeing that with MX bikes. But as far as that just physical feeling, speed of the game, bike reaction over whoops and roughness, that's the part I just don't feel like MX bikes is more realistic than MX Simulator on. I just don't feel, and I never have felt that way about MX bikes, and I still don't feel that way about MX bikes. I feel like it holds your hand just a little bit more in those specific obstacles, like a whoop section or roughness or whatever. I feel like it holds your hand a little bit more than MX Sim does on that kind of stuff. But we'll see what Paboso will do with that in the future. I am curious to see, because obviously MX Bikes has made some massive gains and improvements with their physics system these past couple years. So we'll see if they start making that bike react a little bit more over, you know, a Supercross level whoop section that should, you know, be a really hard thing to get over. Right? I don't know. That's the part where I feel like on MX bikes, the whoops specifically, like if you can get enough speed up to them, you can have the biggest whoop section you can imagine on MX bikes, and it's really not going to be that difficult. As long as you can get speed up to it, it's not going to be that difficult. There's something that happens with the physics of MX bikes in the whoop section, specifically when you can get enough speed up to it. It almost kills the entire skill gap of the whoop section when you can get speed to it. But I feel like with MX Sim, the faster you can get going in a whoop section, the more difficult it becomes. It's almost like the opposite in a way. Obviously, every whoop section is not the same, so it's kind of hard to compare directly like that, but just in general, that's something I've noticed. Like, obviously, speed is your friend in a whoop section regardless, but I feel like on MX bikes, if you can get going a certain speed level into those whoops, you're literally just holding the gas down, and you're going to get through it. Whereas, like, on MX Sim, the bigger whoop sections, when you start going faster, it's not as simple as just holding the gas down and that's it. You got to do more on the bike to keep it under control. And everything that I talk about like that, you know, I'm speaking from a standpoint of I have less than 200 hours into MX bikes, so I just imagine certain obstacles being more difficult than they currently are with less than 200 hours into that game, right? That's the thing I try to compare to with MX bikes. Just certain things like going through a big-ass whoop section, I really felt like it was going to be a little more difficult than it was. Or going over roughness, you know, fourth gear tapped out on a 450. Certain things like that, they're just different. And that's what makes MX bikes what it is. You know, that's what makes it more accessible. That's what's making so many more people get into it. It's not, like I say, it's not as brutal in certain areas. It may be more difficult in some areas, but not as brutal, I don't feel like, in the whoop sections or in the roughness department, which can be a very big separator on certain tracks. That's the part I feel like it's just a little bit easier if you're coming from a arcade motocross game on MX bikes. I don't feel like you have to worry quite as much about that bike getting out of shape in those specific obstacles like you do on MX Sim. But, of course, every track is different. Every situation is different. What bike you're on can make a difference. Obviously, setups make a difference. Obviously, skill levels make a difference in the way people perceive things. But with my lack thereof of experience in MX bikes, it should be the opposite of what it is, if you can understand what I'm saying there. It should be more difficult than I think going through a whoop section in roughness with my current time that I've put into MX bikes. It should be more, but it's actually less than I would have expected. Do you see what I'm saying? So but that's kind of how I gauge certain stuff with MX bikes. But, I mean, you can definitely go in there and roll off the whoops on MX Sim, like some of those newer RF tracks, and those become not even really like a whoop section either. You know, the track does make somewhat of a difference, but I think there's other elements to it as well. But I think a lot of real hardcore MX bikes fans, and you know, I consider myself an MX bikes fan, maybe not a super hardcore fan, but I'm definitely an MX bikes fan. I mean, don't ever get that twisted. I love everything it's doing for the moto gaming world, but I think, you know, sometimes people hear a little opinion I have, or when I'm in there messing around, joking around, like MX bikes is easy type shit, right? And then they get this real, like, hatred towards me, like I'm out to say that MX Sim is so much better and fuck MX bikes, why would you even play that? But that's just not how it is. I'm just giving an opinion of what I've felt with both of the games at the end of the day, you know? Dude says throw a sick whip. All right, hold on. We got to do it for the dude ski out here. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Let me see if I can throw one over the finish. Maybe a little small. Let's see. Yeah, I need to do it over the Supercross triple. Shit! I'm getting took out, dude. Let me do it over this Supercross triple over here. Boys, if you want to join up, we're just farting around on my server on MX Sim. It's Flowtech 19833. We've got 8 dudes in here, so starting to get some guys going. All right, let's see if I can throw one, dude. Oh, there we go, baby. There's that Spency boy. There's that Spency boy. Here's the helmet right here as well. That's the one I never actually released to the public. Only a few of my team members, old school team members. All black, got the monster shit on it. Star pattern on it. Let's throw another one. Let's throw another fatty. Oh, daddies. Yeah, if you ever think I can't whip in this game, you might want to rethink your shit. I just never do because I'm focused on going faster. But the old Spency boy can sauce it and toss it, brother. Don't ever get that twisted. No pun intended. Okay. EMF has pre-made now? Interesting. Yeah, I've not really kept up with all that shit like I used to. I don't really know like what EMF's doing or what these certain like other series guys are doing. Couldn't even tell you, bro. I don't even get. All right, boys. Spency boy did not get the $5 whole shot award. Shit. Can't even buy my taco tonight. Son of a bitch. Oh, dude's getting gnarly. Okay. We're going to have to double here. Oh, shit. Shit, daddies. Shit, daddies. Spency boy about to pull a Roxon, going around the outside like that. Whoa, whoops. About stepped out. About stepped out. Spency boy about stepped out. All right, we're going to not hit that quad this first lap. Just want to get a little bit of a lead built up here. Little tricks like that you'll learn in this game. Not super smart to go for the big daddy rhythms on the first lap if you got a good start. It's different if you don't have that good of a start because you're trying to catch up, but you've got a pretty good... There's a lot of things to the racecraft shit in this game that I learned from really playing on those old school Elsinore servers back to back back in the day. I think that really helped me in my pro racing career in this game. Being able to make it into my first main event in Daytona 2015, first pro race, first organized race of any kind. Like, I didn't race any organized races, didn't race amateur, didn't race EMF, didn't race anything. Went straight to the 450 RF North American class back in 2015. I mean, I don't know how much more of a, 0 to 100 you can go in this game, but that's why it was so shocking that I made it straight from the 450 semi to the main event there. I think I got like second place in the 450 semi that night. So that right there showed me that, dude, your consistency will your consistency in racecraft will outplay any kind of speed that you could ever have in the game. You see what I'm saying? That's what allowed me to get in there on my very first pro race, even though I, had no idea what the hell I was doing, really. And then I think I ended up getting like fucking 18th in the main event or whatever, but just to even make it into the main event, first organized race ever, was pretty big there for me. In the 450 class on top of that. There's that quad. And it's tricky to hit this triple from the inside. I hit it a little too tight. Spinchy boy, a little too tight. Giggity. Oh, shit. There's that rut. Oh, I kind of forgot how to hit pre-made ruts. Damn, that's what the new RF tracks will do to you, bruh. That's what they'll do to you, bruh. But no, I won't lie. RF is kind of getting their shit together a little bit now with round 4. That track was certainly better than the bullshit they were pumping out earlier this year. No doubt. Oh, shit. But I just don't know if RF's head is in the right place. It's kind of up their own ass right now, if you know what I'm saying. So that's my biggest concern for RF. Just the overall, how much longer can they do that shit, type situation. I don't know, man. Oh, there's that rut, daddy. Spency boy, tea sipping daddy. Tea sipping daddy. Oh, shit. There's my whips, boys. We'll just land on the side of the finish line. Get on my level. You are certainly, I'm on a new level. Bought me a new Chevy. Put these in the dirt. Put them in the dirt. Boy, that triple's a little tricky for me. From that inside, I need to quit shifting to third so quick. Now we can start getting on the gas a little more. Fuck. Graze them tough blocks a little bit. That was my bad. It's kind of fun just playing MXM for fun now, dude. Not gonna lie to you. It is fun. It's like I've been able to go back and experience this game all over again in a sense now that I quit pro racing and just not having, life or death every weekend on my result that I get in the pro racing. And it's really been that way more years than you would think. Like ever since RF shut down, they started doing that road thing. I was only half in it, dude. My heart was only halfway in it. And then it was completely not in it at all in 2020. I only raced like 2 or 3 races that year just for the team. The only reason I did that. But even like in 2018, 19, dude, my heart was only half in it, man. My effort level was only halfway in it because it would just felt like a joke to me. Everything they were doing. That was still back in the super beta testing days of the road system, where it was like a totally different road level every race. That really killed my vibe towards RF right there, just with how much they were changing it and testing it, Dude asked if I'm going to race any of the aerial races. Maybe so. Maybe so. Dude asked, how do you make more than one replay in sim? You just go to your demos on your personal folder or whatever the fuck that is, and just copy and paste it. Yeah, here's the server right here, boys. Yeah, I mean, with damn, we're starting to get some dudes up in here, holy shit. There's server name right here, boys and girls. Dudes and dudeskies. Yeah, the deeper that I've gotten into MX bikes, one thing I have realized about it is it's really not changed that much. Like with the original thoughts and opinions that I had on the physics of MX bikes, I'm really still sitting in that same boat, even though I'm 5 times faster now than I was 2 or 3 years ago on MX bikes. I still have a lot of the same exact opinions on the physics of it. You know what I'm saying? So that should kind of go to tell you a little bit about it. Shit. See that right there? Well, I thought that dude would have come off of that a little better, but first lap, I should have been a little more careful, right? Especially, dude's probably on a 250 right there as well. Should have been just a little more careful in that instance. Oh, shit. Yeah, the tire hacking shit on MX bikes now. I knew something like that was going to come about with MX bikes at some point. I just didn't know when it was, and it seems like the tire gate or whatever, traction gate or whatever they call it's definitely becoming some kind of issue on MX bikes. Obviously, anytime any of these games start getting more serious and the pro racing starts building up into something, just like I spoke about before, you're going to start getting more people that are going to find ways to scam the game, hack the game, whatever, you know? And all of your hacker, cheater, scammer boys that you had on MXM, they'll just go right over to MX bikes and do the same shit, you know? Especially if they've been perma-banned from, like, MX Simulator Pro Racing, bruh. That's a perfect opportunity for them to go over there and fuck around on MX bikes, you know what I mean? So, shit, if I can just stay away from landing on dudes. Did I miss a fucking timing gate right there? I might have, I don't know. We'll see when I get to the end of the race. That was my bad, kind of quadded off the track there a little. Whoops. Spency boy, track cuts. I have like 69 seconds of track cuts from that. But yeah, my opinion on the hacking, cheating shit, it's like, you know, I can sit here and talk till I'm blue in the face about why I don't do it, because obviously that defeats the entire purpose, but that's not how some of these other idiots think about it, so it doesn't matter how I feel about it, right? Whoa, dog, getting on the brakes in that corner. Holy shit. Didn't mean to stand you up there, dude. My bad. But it's going to happen in these games. And the less, like, strict they are, you know, like on RF, when you can get caught key sharing in a pro race red-handed, having somebody else race for you, and they let you in just a year later, that's part of the problem. That's what adds to that, people feeling like they can just do it and get away with it. And even if they get caught, they're going to get let right back in. It just plays into that, dude. You got to be more aggressive with the ban hammer. Of course, you're not going to kill every single cockroach, but you'll get a handle on it, right? I feel like MX Sim Pro Racing has zero handle on that at all. They really don't at the end of the day. And just to give you a little proof to that, the dude that came out with those original floating hacks on MX Sim, he actually said, I remember him, this stuck with me through all these years. I think that was back in like 2018, but This shit stuck with me over all these years. He said on the forums, he said, if people only realized what was really going down in this game, reminding you, this is coming from the dude that made the lower gravity hacks. He said, if people only understood what was really going on in the pro racing of this game, everything would change. Everything would be different if people only knew what was happening, what was really happening behind the scenes, right? So that right there, and at the time I was like, yeah, right, dude, whatever. Like, this guy's just saying this bullshit. It's not really happening. But now I'm starting to believe that shit that he was saying back then. Certainly feels that way now. So just interesting, you know, things like that. You go back and see things and it's like, damn. But that's what a lot of dudes, they try to, like when you start talking about hacking in the pro racing, specifically the dudes that just started pro racing or the dudes that have been in there for 2 or 3 years in the 450 class, they're going to be right there like the same boat I was in, and they don't want to accept it. They don't want to admit that it's happening because in their little fantasy world, in their own mind, they think everybody's just racing legit. It's this big professional legit racing thing, and they get their fix out of pro racing, so they don't want to admit that there could be all this shady shit going on. You see what I'm saying? I think that plays into a lot of the dudes that are still pro racing. They don't want to admit it because if they did admit it, it'd be like, why the fuck am I pro racing? Right? That's the point I got to. I just started to realize what was really going down, so I was like, all right, dude, I'm not going to pro race in this shit anymore. Right? With the combination of the hacking, cheating, scamming, track designs, a road, beta, test, all that shit. All that shit together is why I stopped. Can I even run a lap on this shit? I don't know. Let me see. It is fun doing these little multiplayer races, though. We're on spencerturley.flowtechmxs.com, 19833. Hop up in here, dudes. And the fact that, like, the UID of these individuals that get caught doing this shady shit in the pro racing, the fact that their UID doesn't even get perma-banned out of, like, you know, like the Elsinore servers and stuff is beyond me. Just beyond me. It should be banned out of the game. Like, if you get caught really scamming the pro racing, your UID should get totally blacklisted out of this entire game forever. That's the kind of shit, if it was that way, people might be a little bit scared to try to do it in the pro racing, right? If you really had those prices to pay if you got caught, you know, if that was really to that level, I promise you wouldn't have nowhere near as much of it. But people just don't care anymore, you know? Yeah, I haven't seen too much on the tire hacking shit with MX bikes. That game's totally different in the sense of, like, you know, your community dudes can make these custom dyno bikes. So I think that's part of what's kind of caused it a little bit. Okay, boys, I'll leave this right here. This is the name of the server right here. Join up. Taking a little tea piss break real quick. BRB. Damn, boy, you start sucking down that tea, you gotta piss for an hour, dude. Jeez. Shoo. I appreciate that, Savage Monster. Appreciate you, bruh. Oh, damn. Bruh, I'm just gonna tell some of you up-and-coming YouTuber dudes, if somebody like me with my kind of accent and my kind of goofiness can make it doing this shit, you can do it too. You know what I mean? If I can do it, anybody can do it. Fuck, sorry. Spency boy just on the fucking gas for some reason. Sorry, that was my bad. Got a little too much speed on this damn Honda dyno coming down that straightaway. Feel like Ken Roxon right now, what the fuck? But yeah, you can still have a shitload of fun on MX Sim. Don't ever get that twisted. Some of these boys that just think this game is like some outdated piece of shit, okay then. I mean, you're missing out on a certain element of motocross gaming physics that you simply cannot get anywhere else. Again, I'm not saying it's just straight up better than MX bikes. It is different. But you see what I'm saying? I genuinely don't understand those dudes that have that mindset of just like, let's just totally forget about MX Sim entirely and never play it again. She's like, bruh, you can play both games. What's the problem with that? What's the problem with playing MX Sim and MX bikes? What about that? A lot of guys are too much in that versus war between both of the games. They can't do that. You know what I mean? Or it's a lot of guys that got into MX bikes first and they never really got into MX Sim. So, you know, that also can play a part as well. Let me just miss the Supercross triple real quick, ski. Let me just miss that real quick, ski. Bro, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning into these streams, man. It means the world to me, especially these MX Sim streams. They don't seem to get quite the viewer count nowadays of like an MX bike stream or a, you know, like a MX versus ATV stream or whatever. It's a niche community, you know. It's a very, very niche game, niche market, niche everything. So it's kind of understandable that it's that way. Let's see if I can run a lap on this track. This one's got some lines on it. Like that right there. It's also got another line right here. I'm not going to be able to hit it this lap, but you can do another quad right there. I don't know if that one's actually that much faster, though. That's the thing about that one. It is fun getting in there and just farting around on a online server, though, dude. Lots of fun. These random online servers, I've noticed a big difference, like right at that point where you start getting more than 5 people in it, that's when she starts getting interesting. That's when it turns into an actual race, you know, when you get more than 5 people on in a server. Any less than 5 and it doesn't really feel like a race, right? 1043. That's semi-cooking, I would say. We're semi-cooking now. Spency boy kind of semi-cooking. Giggity. Here's this quad. But then you got to be fucking hard on the brakes. I over-jumped it a little on top of that, so that didn't help my case. But yeah, any questions that you guys have about MX Sim, I'll definitely answer them. Like any little setup shit or technique shit or whatever, I'll help you out. You don't have to listen to what I'm saying, by the way, either, but, you know. can't remember what the pro laps were on this. I would say a 103 is probably pretty cooking. But this track's kind of weird because you could really jump into the finish line of it. So that was those are always weird when you can, you know, jump to the moon and back to the finish. Should be able to run a damn... Let's see here. Oh, we're carrying some speed. Holy shit. Yep. We are. We definitely are. Just hitting this triple. Smooth, baby. Smooth, baby boy. Keep her smooth, Spency boy. See, now we're getting, like I was telling you boys, those little micro things. Now we're kind of hitting every jump more in that like 95 to 100% perfect range. Fuck, I just hit that in first gear. Holy shit. Can I get the damn... Can I do it? Can I get the damn 103? Holy shit, I think I can fucking do it here, boys. Just gonna have to hit this damn sand section. It's always a bitch. Oh shit, 104.8? Boy, you gotta love when you feel like you're... I thought I was gonna run a 102 right there when I came across the finish. Sometimes it just don't pan out that way. Yeah, when you start getting in those kind of lap times like that, sometimes you're gonna be slower than you thought. Sometimes you're gonna be a little faster than you thought, you know? Just a little micro difference in like how fast you hit the whoops or how much speed you carry out of the whoops makes all the difference in the world. Totally changes lap time like that, you know? One little thing you do just micro differently can totally change your lap time at that level. This bike's definitely got some decent meat to the gears with the current gearing that I'm using. Doesn't feel like I'm like over revving her out, you know. What is the key to MX Simulator greatness? Playing it every motherfucking day for like a year straight. That's really it. Honestly. And specifically when I say play it every day, I mean like race on the online multiplayer servers that have more than like 10 people on them every single day for 5+ hours a day for a year straight. And trust me, you'll be a lot better by the end of that. Yeah, I think a 103 on this track's kind of about what I would consider like a pretty perfect lap for me, a 103. Here's the server right here, boys. SpencerTurley.flowtechmxs.com, 19833. We're popping these restarts back to back to back. We straight guzzling that iced tea, dude. We ain't chugging anymore. We're guzzling. Yeah, I'll take a look in there on my band list, Ryan. I'll take a look at it there this next time, buddy. I'll see what I can do about that for you. You probably cross-jumped a jump and took me out a few times, like directly from cutting the track. That's probably why I would have banned you. Anytime you cut the track and take me out, that's pretty much one of the only things I will ban you for. And it's got to happen more than once, too. Right? So, you know. But I'll take a look at it, bud. Or if you just, you know, all of the UIDs that I know for sure that's been publicly caught key sharing or hacking in a pro race or whatever, every single one of those UIDs are banned out of my server. So I have kept up with a blacklist of all the dumbasses doing dumb shit in this game, and I have every one of those UIDs banned. So that cuts down a little bit on the potential bullshitters that can get into my server, right? Cuts it down a little bit. I don't know why every server in this game hasn't done that yet, like a blacklist sort of system, but they really should. Boy, this is fun when you get these servers going a little bit. Takes her to another level here. All right, there's that rhythm. Like, in a nutshell, basically I'm doing what RF should have done in their servers. You know what I mean? I've kept up with a blacklist of everybody that's done any of that shady shit, like key sharing or anything, and they just get permabanned out of my server forever, no questions asked. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happens with that. That is what happens with that, bro. Damn, this dude out front. I'll have to actually focus here a little bit. We are not hitting the big line there. Okay. But even at the end of the day, just a little 6-lap race, I mean, you're not really proving a whole lot here. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can win a 6-lap race. Literally. So it's something you always got to remember about it. Yeah, bro, I'll get you back in, Ryan. I'll get you back in, Doug. Then I have a dumbass little crash in the flat shit there. I don't know who this is here. Could be one of my old teammates. I think it might actually be. Not 100% sure about that, but... Yes, it is. Boy, it feels good racing with this home dog again. Damn. He was probably the most consistent dude that I ever had on my team. I mean, it wasn't even probably. He definitely was the most consistent dude I ever had on my team. So, shit. Well, I certainly didn't learn my own lessons, I guess. What's up, Minion? Damn, dog. Hadn't seen you in a minute. What's up, dude? Damn it, I'm going to have to focus up. We got some consistent boys in here now. Got some dungees in here now. Motherfucker. Now I got to focus. Shit. We got some old Ryan Dungies out here now, dude. Shit. Oh, that fucking section. Don't want to get too impatient on that one there. This Honda definitely does react differently over the whoops. That's the biggest difference I noticed with it than the KTM dyno I was running. It's totally different in the whoops, which is kind of off-putting to me here a little bit. Oh, shit. We're kind of on one here. We're kind of racing out here right now, bro. Damn, dude. We kind of racing out here now, dude. Damn. Fuck. Dude, 1 second behind my ass right now, dude. Fucking shit. Putting Spitzy Boy on the damn chopping block here in his own stream. Fuck. As long as I don't wreck, I think I got enough speed to stay up here like this. Might get fucked here by the lappers, though. We'll see. See if Spitzy Boy can survive another day. We're just going on the table. We are not risking that because of that right there. Oh, shit. There we go. Sometimes going a little slower means going faster. You know what I'm saying, boys? Shoo, buddy. Shoo. Shoo, buddy. How long have I been streaming? I feel like I've been streaming for like 5 days. I think I only ran 1 lap under the 1 minute mark. That was kind of ass. Here's the server right here, boys. Spin started out flowtakingmaxs.com 19833. Is this dude gonna finish the shit? So I think dude asking chat if I have a setup video. I have a setup video, but it's just explaining how setups work, right? And how I do setup shit. I don't have anything out there that's got my actual setup on it. And just another little element to that, I don't just have one setup. You know, everybody thinks I've got this magical one setup that made me legendary fast. Bruh. Just like right here. I'm riding with a different dyno, different gearing than I was just running like a day ago. And sometimes I run a little bit different on my rider mass distribution. Sometimes I run a little bit different on my vertical horizontal spring shit. You see what I'm saying? I don't just have one fucking like setup like that. And it's progressed in a way too over the years. Oh, I might not should have went for that, but I did anyways. And that happened because I fucking came up short on that little last part of that jump there. Shit, now we gotta have racecraft. Fuck. Gotta have racecraft now. I got enough dudes in this server. Gotta actually think about what I'm doing here now. Oh, boys. We got dudes everywhere. Oh, shit. Gotta remember what the fuck I'm doing. Feel like I've not raced like this in forever in this game. Fuck. There goes Spitzy Boy's front end. We're like in the 250, meat of the 250 pack here, dude. We'll see if we can get out of this shit show zone. Oh, my God. Me and Kevin Windham out here just straight whipping it, saucing it over the finish. Oh, bro. I do not know how we both just landed that. That was pretty badass, not gonna lie. Pretty badass right there, dude. Pretty kick-ass little moment there. Gotta love those mid-air collisions and you... Like, the collision makes you do a whip and you land it. Alright, we don't have a lot of laps here to catch up, so we'll see if I can do anything here. We'll see if Spitzy Boy can do anything here. We got a damn 2017 Pro main event happening right now, so, you know. Oh, boys. This is some fun shit right here, though, dude. Love it, dude. Love it, dude. I want to start getting this server popping back off, so all you boys in here, just... We're going to get it going again. Alright. See if we can make our way around this home skillet biscuit. These are the whoops where I think only me and Leclerc were like 5th gear tapped through both of those whoop sections. We were the only ones that did that on that. Probably won't do it on this Honda much, but with this specific gearing, settle down, Spence. You're getting a little saucy, bruh. Settle down, bruh. You got some laps to work with. No sense in getting crazy. No sense in getting all sauced up. Now, as part of the race, you got to be patient about that midpoint because everybody's going to crash the second half at least once. They always do. Everybody always crashes at least once in the second half of the race. I hope you two boys up front can hear me right now. They always at least have one mistake second half of the race. That's where you can get right on their ass and pass them without even having to make a pass. So we should be seeing that here pretty soon. Pretty soon. But we'll see. This little rhythm right here is kind of tricky. You got to have a lot of throttle control to not get out of timing there. Spency boy definitely flowing right now. Ain't no doubt about that. $54.6. Definitely not anything to call home about. 53 would have been more on the money. I think 52 is the fastest I've ever ran on this. That was obviously on a totally different dyno, but... Oh, shit, both the boys right here. I didn't even realize that. Didn't realize those were lappers there. Got both of the dudes right here, dude. Damn, it's a fucking race now, boys. Oh, shit. Oh, this lapper. Oh, this lapper. Be nice. Be nice to the Spincy boy. Be nice to the Galaxy boy, please. Please be nice to the Galaxy. Oh, dudes went down out front. Oh, I'm about to pounce on it now. Oh, this lapper. Fuck. This lapper, dude. Oh, shit. Just can't get away from him, bruh. Not even his fault either. I'm not mad about it. I just couldn't fucking get away from it. Alright, we gotta fucking run him down now. Fuck, yep, there you go. There you go. Spency boy too pepped up in the whoops. It wouldn't be the first time. Let me kiss this dude in the corner. Wouldn't be the first time Spency boy got too pepped up in the whoop section. That will happen to you right there in them whoops when you try to be wide ass fucking open the whole way through them. That will happen to you few times every once in a while. It's kind of hard to correct that mistake as well because you're just going so fucking fast. Oh, I'm about to still get a second? What the hell? Damn. Must have had another collision between each other there. That was a good fucking race, dude. That was fun. Now, I kind of just live stream randomly YSN, but I'm going to start live streaming a lot more here here soon. I just had to get my base videos kind of stacked back up again. What's up, Samuel? What's up, bruh? One setup to rule them all. I swear to God, that's like the motto that beginners run off of, dude. One setup to rule them all. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's see what happens after cuts here. Curious about that. I don't know. I don't even know how many cuts I got. Was a hot 5 seconds back after the crash. Get across that finish line, big homies. No, it's one track, every track once, and there's no Daytona as well. Just to keep the server moving. Alrighty then, did not get first because Home Dog never cuts. I know him really well. Alright, let's pop this restart, boys. 14 motherfuckers in here. 14. Almost starting to get that pro race vibe kind of feel. It is so different playing with more than 10 people on a Supercross server, you know. It takes her to another level for show. And you got to really be focused on these damn start. Boys, you're not getting the start. You might as well let off. I told you. Told you. We hitting this triple, though. Fuck it. Damn, that's a tough triple to hit out of that corner. You got to go super wide. Spency boy kind of pulling a Roxon. Let's hope we don't get wadded up by Anderson. That would be nice. Whoa. Easy, Spency. Easy, dude. You sauced up, dude. And once you... I'm fixing my fucking... Alright. I literally went through that corner with one hand. I am not even shitting you, dog. I was wiping my ass with the other hand. It's okay. Yeah, once you get that start like that, kind of get away from all that madness, it's a totally different race at that point. This is just like cruising down a Sunday cruise, eating my sundae like I'm grandma. You know what I mean? I'm already 10 seconds up, so I don't really have to push. I don't have to push any, you know? I can just chill out and ride my own race. They sound like old Ricky Carmichael a little bit. You don't have to worry about anything until you get to the lappers. Don't have to worry about nothing. Nothing. Well, I tell you what, I didn't realize we was going to be able to get this many people on a server. I just have to stream for longer than we can do it. That's cool, though. I'll try to start streaming multiplayer on this game a little bit more now that I know we can stack up this many dudes. I think streaming a little later in the day helps that as well. Because everybody's off work and they can actually get on. Fuck, and then I do that. Alright, Spency boy up here he pulled over by the stripper pole, just drinking his tea. No big deal. We're not going to stress too much about that. Okay, let's act like we didn't even see that. Alright, yes, we did not even see that, bruh. Dudes are going to be down the whoops because we're coming up to the very back of the pack. Dudes that can't even get through these whoop sections. So, yep. Here's another little lesson for you right there. When you get to the first of the lappers, careful in the fucking whoops because they're probably going to wad their shit. A lot of little things you run through your head like that, racecraft-wise. You know what I mean? Once you've raced enough in this game. Some of it is kind of just rolling the dice, though, at the same time with lappers. Sometimes you just got to roll that dice. Damn, that dude's pushing me way inside. Fuck. Not too bad, though. Spency boy kind of flawless through the lappers. I'm a little shocked. Oh, dancing. Diamonds dancing. Damn CR out here just a boogieing. We ain't running no hot laps or anything, but this is kind of getting in survival mode now. Kind of survival mode right here, boy. You can see my consistency is there. I just have to kind of put it all together. Fucking having trouble here for some reason. Kind of have to hit that almost like a cut line right there to really get the fast laps on this track. Fancy boy fucking about to take off to the moon right here. Oh. Oh, starting to get that feeling again. You saw how fast I just went, right? If I'd have done that around the whole track, swear to God, I would have ran like a 52 or a 51. If I could just do that around the whole track. And you can get there. It just takes a minute. You can get it there. Tell you what, though, these other dudes riding pretty consistent. Dude in second definitely rode a good race, too. Oh, boys. Really changes the lines you can hit when you got lappers like that. Spency boy just out here hosting a professional 2017 race here right now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then that happens. That is yikes, because we got lappers out the asshole coming up to me. Fuck, boys. Fuck, boys. Easy now, boys. I know we got second, like, right. Oh, no, I guess he fell back, too. Okay. Whew, that was a race. Whew, boys. Shoo. Yeah, to be able to run down in the 52s and shit, you're going to have to jump that where you... It's hard not to cut, you know? It's one of those tracks it's hard not to cut on to run a fast lap. Sometimes they get a track like that where there's a specific rhythm that you got to be careful on, because you can go super fast if you hit it. I'll show you the rhythm right here. I didn't even hit it once in that race, but it's right here. Shit, I gotta hit that double right first of all. Hold the phone. Oh shit. Can't even get around the facility here. Oh damn. Hold on, hold the phone, hold on. Got to go like here and then here, even though I absolutely jacked it. You got to hit that right there. Will literally cut off easily, like, I'd say 3 seconds. You know? 3 full seconds off your lap by hitting that. Felt like every time I was hitting that section was always people down right here, too. All right, here we go. Well, shit, I overjumped that a little bit. You see, you can kind of jump down to there, and then there's the stripper pole, so you got to be careful of that. But you can easily get cuts right there out the ass. Hey, cross the finish line, boys. Whoever's stopped over there, cross that finish line, bruh. This guy stopped right over here. He is certainly not crossing no finish line anytime this week. All right, let's just pop that restart. Bro, this is fun, though. Not gonna lie to you. God dang Atlanta. This is a 250 track right here. 250 track right here, boy. Not a whole lot of bigger stuff you can hit on a 450. Holy nut daddies. Holy, I don't know how I just avoided all that, but all right. Sometimes, especially the starts in this game, they really are rolling the dice. Like, if you think you've got starts just totally figured out, bullshit. That's what I got to say to that. Because you can still crash. Because, like, that's what makes MX Sim so different than real life. You know, what keeps everybody from being stupid on the start in real life is dudes kind of know their place, you know? And your slower privateer, more so privateer dudes are obviously going to be less aggressive on a start than like a Tomac would. So it kind of balances that out. This dude's about to pass me because I'm lollygagging in the corner. Ho, bro. Right? But like in a video game, nobody's scared. Nobody has any fear. Nobody has any crashing potential fear or anything. So everybody goes into that corner wide ass open regardless of skill level, right? So it kind of creates a totally different animal when it comes to that. Got to be so careful not over jump these smaller rhythm jumps on this track. Boy, this is fun racing again like this. Tell you what, brother. This is some fun shit right here, boy. Seems like now I just have moments of my old self in the game. You know, I can feel myself at times, at moments, getting that pace back up. Of course, I don't play this game even remotely like I did back when I was pro racing. Not even close. So... Whoa, shit. Hell yeah, brother. What's up, boys tuning in? How's the night going, man? How's it going, bruh? What are we on, a Monday here? Dude, I don't even keep up with days anymore. I don't even keep up with days anymore. Oh, got to be careful about that right there. Got to have your brakes pretty strong in this game. Like, if I wouldn't have had my brakes very strong, if I'd had, like, stock brakes right there, probably couldn't have stopped for that. And that's what allowed me to get out of the way. But I probably could not have done that with the stock brake settings of the game. So, just a little tip for you right there. Just a little tip for you, bro. Did slow me down quite a bit, stopping for that guy. Oh, yes, we got lappers. Woo, yes. They're so much fun. I love lappers. They're my best friends. They're so much fun. Oh my dog shit, dude. Yeah, my brain's starting to get a little wore out now. How many races I've done back to back to back to back to back. I'm just not flowing as good as I could be. Big reason why is 60 FPS. It will kill your ass in this game. Specifically when you've gotten used to playing it on a higher frame rate. That's what I'm talking about. Like, just little things that'll fuck you up on having lower frame rate. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. That's what I have to deal with when I'm streaming because I only have one PC. So, that's a bit unfortunate, but, you know, it's how it goes sometimes. Trying to get myself a new PC so we can... There's another one. Yeah, same corner. Okay, bit bizarre. Another lapper. Couldn't even see that one at all. At all. Not even a little bit. Damn, baby, all I need is a little bit. Jeez. Jeez, dude. Pretty sure you can triple this finish line, but I do not have the balls to hit that in a race. Maybe the last lap. Yeah, I've not even ran even halfway decent of a lap here yet. Sometimes I can do it in these 6-lap races, and sometimes I just can't. Like, it doesn't... Especially now that there's so many dudes on the track, it's going to be kind of tough. Oh, this guy, I could see it from a mile away, but I couldn't slow down enough. I've definitely put my brain into some kind of, like, slower race mode for sure. Feel myself not quite pushing as hard as I could just because I know... So much potential for lappers being down. You just can't push as hard or you're going to crash. without a doubt. And I don't mean just you crashing. I mean somebody crashing in front of you where you can't do anything about it. Right? 59's dog water, but it's all right. All right, boys. That is about it for this one. Appreciate y'all you guys coming and playing on this server and hopping in the stream. We'll have a lot more of these coming soon. So certainly be on the lookout for that. We'll have a lot more fun ones on the way. So cool getting this many people in a server again, especially on the 17 tracks. But yeah, dogs. We'll be back on the next one, boys. Appreciate all the support. All you boys mean the world to me. We only streamed for 2.5 hours? Okay. I thought it was way later on down the line. Either way, keep sipping on that tea. Keep railing them ruts. Keep banging them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Smithy Boy will quit talking now. I'll see you boys later. Peace.